Hi everyone and welcome back to the zombies. In today's video I want to take a look at the new weapons and conversion kits we got in Season 6, play with them a little bit and share my thoughts on each of them. Since we only have 2 guns for the whole season, let's start with those. The first one I tried is the new battle rifle with unpronounceable name of DTIR 3006. I guess you could call her DTIR, but realistically it's just gonna be the new BR for some time and then forgotten. The description for it says it's a slow firing, hard hitting battle rifle to eliminate long range threats, which probably gives you a hint on how it performs in zombies. Basically, the whole idea for this gun goes directly against the use case of a gun in zombies, where you want good close range performance and high damage output combined with mobility. That is not to say that the gun is a complete crap. It's not. I played a number of games with it, both solo and in the team, leveled it up proper and unlocked all the cameras, and I didn't really feel horrible doing that. When fully upgraded, the gun allows you to do the red zone without big issues and kinda feels fine. It's only when you load into the next round with another gun you realize how subpar the DTIR is. The hard hitting bit of it doesn't quite compensate for the low rate of fire, the ammo capacity feels kinda low and the reload takes way too long. I had a ridiculous moment fighting an HVT disciple in the red, where it would start healing just as I get to reload, and then the damage I could do between the reloads was simply not enough to fully counter the heal, just pure pain really. So my verdict? Once you're done with the cameras for DTIR, you'll forget about this gun for good. There's just no reason to use it. If you need a battle rifle for like a weekly challenge or something, you are better off with BASP-B or SOA Subverter. Much better off. Next comes the Kastov LSW, the new AK based LMG. Now I think that some people in the dev team have a bit of a soft spot for good old Kalashnikov, since any AK based gun I can think of range from just decent to great, but never really bad. And that's the case here too. Kastov LSW is pretty nice to play with. It has a great fire rate, decent ammo capacity and deals good damage to zombies of all types. It also has a surprisingly good ADS and really good reload time even without speed collar, which for me removes the biggest issues with carrying an LMG in zombies. So all in all, it's a really decent LMG package delivering good combination of damage output and mobility. I'd say on par with recent TAC LMGs, but that might be a bit subjective. If you like to run with machine guns, you should definitely give Kastov a try. I've been perfectly comfortable with it in any situation, whether it was mowing down a large crowd of zombies charging at me or taking on the HVT contract in the red zone. Similarly to DTIR, the last camo for Kastov LSW is an animated one, though whether you're actually gonna use it is a matter of personal preference. For me, it's a bit too much to use. I find it a bit hard to play when my eyes bleed from looking at my own gun. Since that's all of the new guns we have, I decided to take a look at the conversion kits offered to us, especially since they looked very interesting. I started off with JAK Salvo, which converts the COD AMR sniper rifle into a rocket launcher. We already had an explosive sniper weapon in zombies in the form of Morse rifle when it's pack punched, but it didn't perform all that well, so I hope that JAK Salvo addresses that. Well, it does not. To put it mildly, the resulting weapon is a total crap. And I mean it, it's really bad. The explosive power seems to be about what Morse was delivering, meaning it's less than a half of RGL or RPG grenade damage. And that would already be bad enough, since that means the weapon is only usable up to like tier 2 zone and doesn't perform in tier 3 or above at all. But it actually gets worse here, since the splash damage radius for JAK Salvo is also tiny. Even a tightly packed group of zombies eats up a rocket with only like 2 or 3 casualties, and anything outside about 2 meters radius seems to be totally unaffected by the explosion. Combine all that with a heavy penalty on mobility, very low fire rate, very long reload time and low projectile velocity, and I honestly can't see a single reason anyone would want to use this in zombies outside of just pure curiosity. So after the disaster of Salvo, I had my hopes up for the JAK Lance. There can be 2 flops in a row, can there? Well... So, what Salvo does is converts the MX Guardian shotgun into a kind of vampire killer of sorts to shoot metal stakes at the target using some sort of pneumatic mechanism. Sounds weird? Well, it performs so as well. The first 30 or so seconds of me using this gun were pretty okay, I guess. The rate of fire seems nice, 3 base rounds get up to 6 with the backup punch, and the gun has really good reload time, even more so with speed caller. The only issue really is its damage, and that is a critical issue. I was hoping for something that hits super hard, like the spear that was added recently. It's not even close though. To be comfortable in tier 2 zone, you need your lance upgraded to epic rarity and then pack a punch all the way to 3, which is ridiculous. With that upgrade you should be able to run in red zone without issues with any decent gun. But not here. Even at legendary pop 3, the lance just doesn't output enough damage to take care of regular zombies in the red. There's actually a very easy indicator whether the gun is really bad for your selected zone or not. It's whether you run out of ammo a lot or not. If you do, that means the gun's damage is simply not sufficient to deal with surrounding threats, and that's exactly the case here. You'll be constantly on the run, constantly short on ammo, and constantly thinking that you should have taken something else with you. And you should have. It really feels like either these conversion kits don't get a proper balancing for zombies at all, or they are intentionally made to perform really bad. As one of the people on my Discord said, pretty much all of the conversion kits that seem very fun and crazy in concept end up performing like a complete trash. And I agree with that completely. Why that is done so is beyond me, but the track record is too long now for this to be accidental. So, all in all, in terms of zombies weapons, we are not having a great season. We got ourselves 1 decent LMG, 1 crappy BR, and 2 useless conversion kits so far. I kinda hoped for more of a bang in the last season, to be honest. Nonetheless, thank you for watching. I hope it was useful and mildly entertaining, and I'll see you in the next one.